And we are back. And a judge has just thrown herself upright in bed while screaming because her house has been haunted. And there is someone in fancy dress. I keep using the term fancy dress because it's so amusing to me. At the end of her bed.
Very convincing dress. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very convincing ghost costume.
Wearing a dress.
I'm just going to say, hands on hips, scowl on face. Stop screaming. It's very unbecoming.
Yeah, and she definitely like freezes, and she's like, "Who are you?"
You know exactly who I am, and I'm incredibly disappointed with your strange arguments over my clerk's office.
You can't be here. You're dead.
And yet I am.
You're dead.
And yet I am here. Have you not seen how this city works? The dead come back all the goddamn time.
But you paid for the service. I had to organize it.
Have you seen how professionals in this city works? None of them do their jobs. It's a freaking joke.
She's like, you're not going to try and kill me or make me go crazy.
I have better things to do. What I really want is for you to lay off my office.
And the other stuff too.
The whole goddamn estate.
What?
This battle has been going
lawsuit.
on for years.
Yeah, she's like,
years.
and she like has this moment where her head clears and she's like, the lawsuit?
Yes.
We're losing her. We're losing her.
12 years you've left me unsettled. 12 years I've left you alone, but I'm over it. And if you don't leave it alone, I'll be back. And I will turn you crazy. And you know what ghosts can do.
And she, yeah. Let's. I feel like this is a good point for you to make a command roll, a sway roll, your choice.
I'd say command. I think I'm being too aggressive to be
swaying. Yeah, that definitely seems like it to me.
What position?
I mean, control. Yeah, it's controlled because of the spook you got.
Yeah. What effect?
At the moment, standard.
Cool.
I will give you a helping die.
Yep.
And I think what that looks like is
you like off stage clanking chains or something.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's like when she was like, but I pay, this can't be happening. Like I paid to have you disposed of. We just hear this like deep baritone like bell laugh that like echoes strangely like a ghost, and just like the looming figure of like a whisper in a mask, like through the ghost doorway in the air.
That's terrifying.
Just like pops their head at her, like come on. I'm a whisper. Just, come on, Spirit One's on shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that looks like. Yes, I'm wearing my cool spirit mask.
Yeah, also that's a help.
Everything went to shit.
Oh no! On the plus side, it was controlled.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That setup was necessary for our lives.
Yeah, so there's this moment where she get where she's like where you're like
too clever.
Where you're like drop it, and she's like drop it? Who would ever why would you ever have me drop a case, especially against I've forgotten his name. Fuck. Especially against Roland. I was always your favorite, and you know he's an idiot. You know what he'll do with your right, like, and she's like, why the fuck would you want that?
Is that where she wisens up? Hang on a minute.
You're blowing it. You're blowing the pot.
Well, of course he's an idiot. That's why I'm so angry that you've spent 12 years in this goddamn fight with him. Your powers are much better used in other areas. Would you just leave this goddamn thing alone and go and do better things for this city?
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like commanding anymore. That sounds like you're trying to make sense.
That sounds like sway.
That sounds like sway. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like me changing my approach.
Yeah, withdraw and change. Yeah,
that's what I was. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
By the way, I worked out where Adi is. She is in a building next door
Looking through the window?
With a
yeah,
sniper
like
rifle.
with a telescoping lens.
Cool. Yeah, just
I
making.
like wave slightly.
Yeah.
I love the idea of like spooky whisper. Hello.
No.
Yeah, and
She's not really paying attention to
I
me.
know. Yeah.
yeah, and Indee's there like grumbling about like wants me to go into a ghost door.
Ghost bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So am I rolling again now for a sway?
You're going again for a sway. Yeah.
What position am I rolling in now?
I mean, we're reapproaching with risky.
Yeah, cool. And effect.
Is it reapproach with risky Ash, or is it push on into risky, or try and you approach it controlled?
Yeah. Okay. It is trying new
Yeah,
approach.
press on by seizing a risky opportunity, or withdraw and try a different approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, like, it may still be risky. I
think the new approach is still risky, right?
Yep, cool.
Like,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. And then standard effect again.
Yes. Yeah.
Any additional help to make me sound more convincing, Belle?
Yeah, God.
I mean, the question here is, yeah, like it's not a matter of spooking her into obedience now. It's a matter of you making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This might be a situation where a flashback to have more like information might
More
be
information,
helpful.
yeah. Or
Yeah, like what cases she's currently got on hand. That is like really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yes, actually. Okay, yeah. So here is what me helping looks like. I like before we flashback. Before we opened the ghost door and came through into her bedroom, I took a tour of the ghost version of her bedroom, where like and perhaps I'm projecting, but it feels like this is the kind of woman who has her study in her bedroom because she's a bit of a workaholic.
No, she definitely has her study in a different room,
But
but
it's in
there
her
are
house.
there are papers in the bedroom anyway.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but she works in her bedroom, right? Like, and so like
she does not. I don't know what you're talking. Right? Like she
exactly.
would absolutely deny it.
But yeah, so like I took a like quick survey of her papers, and so yeah, like I think I primed Nightfall with like some details of some like genuinely really high priority important magistrate shit that she's currently doing, or really should be doing.
Then yeah, I would
because she's
definitely like to
distracted by
lean
this-
onto like, yep. So there's this very important matter that, you know, he's an idiot, but I'm dead. Nobody in this city does anything they should be doing anyway. Be different, you know, do the thing that's the high priority and let the idiot fluff about with my estate. Like it's not worth anything anyway.
Yep. Cool. Excellent. All right. Let's see what that sway looks like.
Yeah,
All
like
right.
A little better.
I mean, like a lot better, right? That's like
that's a success.
That's a success. You do the thing.
It was sarcasm. Like it's a little better than 2-1.
All right. Oh yeah, good point. I had forgotten that you rolled 2 ones.
Yeah.
Let me find. What do I want to?
I mean, the really obvious one is just heat.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Especially because, like, I
feel it's definitely a thing of like it's heat because like if she ever sees you in front of her at in a trial, she's gonna click.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And also like this is up to Alana, but I feel like from a flavor standpoint, because you said she's a magistrate, Ash?
A magistrate, yes. She's a magistrate in the she's a magistrate in Charter Hall, I think, and also like does a bunch of Six Towers stuff. She takes a shit ton of bribes. She's the one you want to get. She's the one. So like having her be like having that magistrate be not your friend is not good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember because there's a thing about the legal system in Duskfall, and I'm just trying to remember what the fuck it is. Because if where are we? Not Charter Hall. Law and order, magistrates. Yep. Yeah, like I feel like she's maybe like working a job with an inspector. Like she's got some kind of big case involving like big fish that she's neglecting over this petty bullshit, and like maybe we leveraged that and the stakes of this whole thing like
I know what this is.
Lurch up with heat a little.
I know what this is. She is working with an inspector to try and get rid of, try and like put pressure on a specific faction within the hive.
Yep.
The complication here is heat, because guess who operates in similar areas?
Mm-hmm.
Right, like
she's gonna be like adjacent to places we hang out.
Yeah, she's gonna redouble looking for people who are smuggling ghosts.
Good.
Right, like that's gonna be a thing.
Excellent.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like who.
So take an extra heat. And then, so we'll do that at the end, but yeah.
I'll take a note.
Yep, it's only one heat for now, but also, yeah, she's on the lookout.
Nice.
Cool. All right.
I've written a note on the top of my ice cream.
Okay, great. Well, I mean, you've convinced her. She's like, you mean the hive job? She's like, there is a lot of cash in that. You're right.
Honestly, I can't believe it's taken you so long to figure this out for yourself.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, she definitely is like, what is Roland going to do with, with 4 eel farms anyway?
Absolutely nothing sensible.
So yeah, I mean, what do you do having like when you realize that she's like ticked over?
It's like, yeah. Hey, what's our escape plan?
Yeah, what does getting out of here look like?
Yep.
Well, tell me more about how this ghost door passage thing works, because that is something that I'm not hugely familiar with.
So there is like, and give me a moment. I want to read exactly what it says in the books, and I'm going to make up some bullshit.
Okay.
That's how you play role-playing games.
Yep.
So this is your masterclass, kids. Yeah, okay, so there is like an echo of the city, like a ghost duplicate of it trapped in the ghost field, but it's from all different times, like stitched together. And I can like open, like I have a key that where there are doors into that space, I can like open them and just like we can step into the like weird ghost field version of Dustfall and travel in it for a bit before we step back out.
And so
yeah, there is like an open door.
Yeah.
That right now, instead of leading to her office or like the corridor of the bar,
like the hallway, yeah, cool. So what I was thinking was like leaving the room,
like smoke and weird.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because that's what I was kind of thinking, like trying to leave the room and having that take me away, kind of thing. But like before I do that, I want to say, now, not all ghosts are here to make you go crazy or to kill you, so that's worth knowing. But all ghosts are capable of doing such things, so you might want to work on those wards. And then I just want to go out of the hallway door.
Wow. Yep. Brutal. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I linger in the doorway for a moment, and I'm like, "Good evening. Apologies for disturbing your sleep. Good night." And then I just like step back and just like, yeah, like pull out. God, what was it again? Yeah, I like reach down my throat and pull out this like long, like jagged, weird ice like key, and just like put it in the air, and then the mist all like swirls around, and then it like clears, and she's just looking like through the door into like whatever is meant to be on the other side of it.
All right.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky.
I mean, yeah. a
I
few
love
days.
how I was no help at all.
You did
you made a great discovery.
That's true. But it is very AD to not want to do this ghost bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like a few days later, like yeah, the
there's like a newspaper article that's like
about the great
resolution of the estate. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Should I tick that turf on the map?
I want to know how you make sure that he doesn't like sell it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't get used for something else.
We need to.
I pretend it is haunted.
I had a different thought.
Okay, no. Yeah, feel free.
I'm thinking that I go to I go to my very in love Stev. And
Yes.
during one of our encounters, I mention that, you know, that incredible legal fight and how it's ridiculous that that's kind of ended the way that it has, because I've heard that the clerk's office is incredibly unsafe in its current state, that even construction workers aren't allowed to go in there. No one's doing anything to protect the construction workers. They're like just being told to go in and start doing work, and no one's doing anything to stop what is definitely going to be a whole bunch of death and destruction. So I think that, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. Just over drinks, like
Just
cool.
over drinks.
Yeah.
You can mention, the painting that spontaneously caught fire.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There was
weird
shit, painting. You know? There's fire in there. Everything's a bit dodgy.
This sounds like you're. What action are you using?
I think I'm trying to sway, because I think that I am trying to be a bit.
I mean, you're lying, and that's
would you
one of the
do
things,
something
like,
about that
like
for me?
sway
Guy?
includes lying, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the bullshit action, Ash.
Yeah,
that's it. Position
for this one, risky.
Effect
Standard.
2. Bugger.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the turf, right? But but like
take the heat up again.
Yeah, I think we'll take the heat up. I think that makes sense, because I think that's 2 heat, right? You have to like.
Yep. That is clerk's office in what district is it again?
It's in Brightstone, which is why it's hard.
Which is why it's
Yeah.
Brightstone.
Is it actually unstable? This building?
No.
Okay.
That was the deception.
Right. All right. I was like, because we could make it unstable.
I mean, yeah. So like, there's definitely a thing where like you move in, right, and then like at some point someone comes around and is like, oh, we're here to bring stuff for. I thought this was for sale, and you're like, nope, we've already bought it, right? Like, and everyone's like, okay, sure. But
someone somewhere is checking up on that.
Yeah, and like you can't really use it as a base of operations, but like you can definitely make sure that it's like.
Yeah, it can be a safe house for a night if we.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really what we wanted it for.
Yeah, board it up. You can board it up and put unsafe on the the outside or whatever.
Yeah.
We did it, everyone! Yay!
Yay!
Nice.
Good timing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for the XP.
Let's do XP questions. Do you want to start, Alana?
Sure. All right. So I addressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy. I feel like I did that with this whole magistrate situation, considering how much information gathering that I did before this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Even gathering information with the Dinner Sisters, gathering information through Salia.
Yeah, I think you get 2 XP for that trigger.
Yeah, disguising myself and being all like, yeah.
That was some great role playing. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I think I'd get 2 in that as well. Because I expressed my background when I was heavily flirting with Salia. And I also expressed my background when I was chatting with Belle.
Yep.
But I didn't struggle with my vice or traumas during the session.
That is okay.
So 4.
Cool. Excellent. And did you mark XP for any desperate actions?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. How about Luke?
So I marked 2 in resolve because I made 2 desperate rolls. And then, so you addressed the challenge with knowledge or arcane power. I did my research in the office to set us up, which was knowledge. And then I got a crit on arcane power and was
you did.
badass as fuck. So that's 2, which I'm going to put into resolve. I think I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, I think twice. There was the weird scene in the hallway of me talking about how fucked up things were back in Port. And then also, well, actually, yeah, I think there was just a bunch of these. There was like the conversation with Nightfall about what happened while she was gone, and then this like recurring tick of Belle's weird politeness to people. Even when we're like breaking into their houses to do crimes.
Yep.
So I'm going to take 2 for that, which fills up my resolve track.
Nice.
And I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I will figure it out. And then you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas. We had that whole scene of me being haunted and like weird and distracted in the corridor. For one, and then we had me fucking downing a vial of electroplasm like a reckless motherfucker in the manor. So I'm going to take 2 for that.
Yep, sounds good.
And I'm going to put those in playbook.
Yep. Awesome.
And a D. So address the challenge with technical skill or mayhem. I think patching Belle up requires much skill and fortunately very little mayhem. And also, I guess it was technical skill to do the tinkle.
Yep, definitely.
Action, so I'll take another one for that one. Express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I don't think we saw that much of that with a D this session. But that's okay. And the last one, struggled with traumas during the session. So I'm going to take one for my paranoid.
Oh yes,
because that threw a wrench in the plan.
I'm thinking maybe you should also take one for your grandmother interactions because
that's right. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So I'll take 2, total 4.
Cool.
Which takes me up on a playbook advancement.
Nice.
To figure out what I want to do with that one.
I'm trying to find in the book. I'm trying to find what tier Lady Drake is. Because she's
a magistrate.
Yeah.
Higher than us.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Correct.
That is a true fact about
most things are.
Magistrates are appointed directly by the city council, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Tier 5.
Tier 5.
I mean, the city council is tier 5.
The city council is, so maybe tier 4, but like...
I mean, the inspectors are only tier 3.
Yeah, I reckon it's
and
tier...
I don't think the magistrates like would be higher than the inspectors.
No.
The inspectors are direct imperial representative.
Yeah. And what... Drake... yeah, she's tier 3.
Yep.
Yeah, she's tier 3 because of other things that she has going on. So, let's do the calculation then for her.
Do we want to do crew XP first?
I wanted to do I just realized we didn't do
end of mission stuff.
End of mission stuff, and I wanted to get that done because I didn't want to. So payoff is 2 rep plus 3, so 5 rep.
Nice.
Because it was a job against Lady Drake.
Good amount of rep.
Yep.
5. We
And-
filled up our rep track.
I think it's so funny that like it says automatically you get coin for even if it like you were taking a
The turf.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's
The
always,
turf came with coin in it.
Yeah, it always comes with coin,
Yeah.
which is cool.
or like we
Um,
stole some or like we stole some coin from her house, or like
I don't think it's that. I think it's
There's
just
always
I think
Yeah.
the
So-
turf. There was valuable stuff in the
yeah.
in
So
the new. location.
let me payoff is. I mean,
Or maybe it gave us a safe house and we did a shitty little job that didn't get put on the show.
I reckon 4 coin like a small job payout as far as like a strong box.
Yep.
Of coin
Yeah.
seems reasonable to me.
All right, so it's all right. Again, we come up against the same problem as last time. We do not have a room in the vault in the layer for all of us.
How much room do we have?
So we've got 2 left over. So 2
Okay.
people are going to have to put it on their sheets.
Mm-hmm. I think we should all just take one and then put one in the vault.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
We should
All
also
right.
try and do a big score next.
You should try and do a big money time.
Well, especially because like we are, as it stands, 2 coin away from being able to go up to tier 1.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, do we want to pay coin to Lord Skurlock?
That's a good question. Actually,
that
you know,
last time.
actually, it's not. I mean, is it Lord Skurlock if it's in Charter Hall?
I
Is it-
mean,
is
he's our ward boss though, right?
Oh, he's your ward
Like-
boss. Yeah. So yeah, do you want to pay 2 coin? Is it 2 coin or 1 coin?
It was one
In-
last session.
It's
Yeah.
tier +1, and we're still tier 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So 1.
Yeah, do we want to pay Lord Skurlock?
If we did last session and we still have plenty of time up our sleeve,
I
I
reckon we can take him.
reckon we hang on to our coin this time.
He's
Alright.
just
Me.
he's just powerful enough that single-handedly he counts as a tier 3 faction. He's
That's
not that.
fine.
What clock? Where's that clock? Who's got it?
Yeah, if you're meant to be paying off a boss, but you don't, start a clock for that boss's patience running out, ticket whenever you're going to pay. Every time it fills up, lose 1 faction status. It doesn't say how big the clock should be, but I imagine a 4 count.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe
right.
a 6. Or maybe a 6 if you're feeling lenient, I suppose is probably the wiggle room that we're meant to have there.
I'm gonna give you 6.
Okay.
And we've done that once now or twice?
Mhm.
Just once.
Just once.
This
Alright,
one's-
cool. All right. So was this smooth and quiet, low exposure, contained, standard exposure, loud and chaotic, high exposure, or wild, devastating exposure?
Only one person.
Yeah, it
noticed
was pretty controlled.
I think it was smooth and quiet, but it was high exposure. Because like one of us
Yeah,
went like
I agree
face
with
to
that.
fucking face. Like
Yeah.
I think it was.
Let's go with 2 heat.
I think it's the thing where like there's actually 2 scales here,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I think 2 heat is
To even it out, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
So 2 heat plus 2
Yep.
plus 1 for a high profile or well connected target.
Yes. And then
Did it happen on hostile turf?
yes, because it's always
Yes.
hostile for yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We're not at war. No killing was involved, so we go up by 6.
Uh-oh.
So we're wanted 1.
What does that mean?
Yay. Means
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
do we want to roll entanglements this time or next time?
I reckon it's a strong opening beat. For
Let's
next
open it.
time.
Let's open
Yeah,
it.
that
up for
way
next
Derek
time.
can be here as well and we
Yep.
can. Yeah.
I will just
Yeah,
take my
the-
advancement, which is a D. You know the alchemical that I gave you, Belle.
Yep.
I am perfecting that, and I'm taking this alchemist.
Oh shit! It's a special formula.
ability.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we
Alright.
have a formula to up our ghost ante.
All right. Note to all of us. Remember to look up the rules for how the fuck that works,
Yep.
because
we can-
there's rules for how you make those.
Yep,
That's great.
Sounds good.
And just for V's benefit, and also maybe Alana, wanted level does 2 things. One, it is the number of dice we roll on the entanglement chart. So we will now be rolling 1d6 instead of 2d6, take the lowest, so they'll start to skew upwards. And also, if we ever get the entanglement result, or just bullshit happens where, like, the fuzz come after us, how high our wanted level is determines, like, how many goons and how good the goons are that are, like, sent to come track us down. And the only way we can make it go down is by sending people to prison. Either from the crew or like
framing someone else.
Framing people, or like sending our friends and contacts. Like we could send Holtz to jail.
It has to make sense in the fiction, Luke.
Yeah, we give him to the spirit wardens. And our heat goes down.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm absolutely not gonna agree to that, but like in theory.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right.
Nice.
So, let's do our crew XP then as a final thing. Where did I put that? There it is.
All right. So, execute a successful smuggling or acquire new clients or contraband sources.
No.
We got our turf, and that was our
unless you consider the key that you got a new contraband source.
No.
Because you can suddenly get into a place you could not get before.
I mean, actually, I did fill that clock.
Contraband, like ghosts are our contraband.
To access the Ghost City Echo.
Yeah, but I feel like
I don't think it applies.
All right. Do we contend with challenges by our current station?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, at least once.
I don't think any of the things you faced in downtime were.
The weird, spooky big
The
ghost.
fucking demon.
Technically not above your current station. Like.
It was only tier 0. Like I was only quality 0.
Oh, quality 0. Okay, then yeah, you can. No, it was above that. So yeah.
Yep. All right. So we take 2. Did we bolster our reputation or develop a new one? We are still definitely strange.
And also quite savvy, so yeah, good job.
Yeah, do we feel like that was... I actually wonder...
It wasn't bad, actually.
I wonder if... I think it was definitely bolstering strange.
I definitely think that's true.
I reckon it bolstered savvy as well. We approached that in a fairly clever manner. We certainly didn't do it in any other kind of...
We also showed your face.
Yeah, but like it was a very heavily covered and kind of glowing face.
Yeah,
it's in disguise.
So I wonder if that isn't subtle.
But we're not subtle, we're savvy.
Yeah, but you can also develop intentions.
Yeah, I don't think we've developed that, but yeah,
no.
I
think savvy's doubling down
that way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think
you're not currently. That's you've got one job where you've been subtle.
The rest have been wildly chaotic.
It's all right. We'll develop more as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get 1 XP for that. Did we express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
I think this is where the ghost thing is.
Yeah, I think we got some inner conflict there in that, like a D being like,
yeah,
being unhappy about the ghostliness. I think is definitely a thing there.
True.
And then we also got that conversation between Belle and Nightfall about the sootery pig job.
Yeah, definitely.
And there was a little exchange about their backgrounds, and we also have quarters now, so we have this like wonderful opportunity for additional.
I think you get 2 XP for that.
We live together.
Think you get 2 XP for that trigger.
Yep.
Excellent.
So it's 5 out of 10.
Nice. All right. Well, that's all of our gameplay for today.
We did it.
Let's do some shout outs and wrap it up. Starting with Luke. Any shout-outs?
Hello, I have been Luke. I am a game designer. If you would like to buy games what I have written, you can find them at gamesfromthewildwood.itch.io. If you would like to see games what I am working on right now, you can find them at patreon.com/gamesfromthewildwood. Soon, there you will be able to read my game that is a poem that is about eating ramen and having feelings and memories and stuff. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, you can do that at Wildwoods Games. And my thing I would like to recommend for today is ice cream. It's good.
Yep. Definitely. Who's next? It's V. Shoutouts.
It is V. I've been V. Come check me Twitter out. But other than that, I didn't really have very many shout outs. I went to a great Canberra convention over the weekend, GammaCon, and that was pretty fun. So conventions, they are pretty good.
Yeah, cool.
V is part of the Story Brewers. If you would like to check out games what they have written and buy them, you should follow them on Twitter.
Yeah, I think we led
and
with
also
that.
storybrewersgames.com.
So we're on storybrewersroleplaying.com.au.
That's the one.
No, not au, just .com.
Storybrewersroleplaying.com.
Yeah, we've got free games and stuff on our website, so
some very cool stuff.
Come visit.
And finally, Alana.
Hello, I have been and will continue to be Alana. You can find me on Twitter at Alana M. Cole and also online at alanamcole.com. I'm managing director of Queerly Represent Me, a charity working to help people who identify as queer and also research queer representation in games. If you'd like to find out more about that, you can find us at queerlyrepresent.me and Queerly Rep Me on Twitter. Also, Ash is one of our directors, so come support us. It is rad.
Yeah. I've been Ash. I've been your GM and host today. This is my channel. If you haven't already hit the follow button, it's up there. You can get more of this cool content. We play a couple of role-playing games every week. It's a big time. And then when we're not playing role-playing games, I'm usually around playing some digital stuff, a lot of proc gen content. So I've been playing a bunch of No Man's Sky and Caves of Cud and RimWorld and stuff like that. You can find me online at Acegiak, ACEGIAK, on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, Pillow Fort, and Patreon if you want to support my ongoing game design work, because I also make role-playing games and they're pretty cool.
I also just realized I forgot to recommend something that nobody has to pay for. Non-capitalistic recommendation.
What's your plug?
Just DIY projects. I just finished a bunch of them around my house, and it's so nice to look at like rooms in your house and you made things that are there. It's great.
Yeah.
Do that.
It's real good. Yeah, I like it. My non-capitalist shout out is bird watching. It's like Pokemon Snap, but for adults.
You say Pokemon Snap is not for adults. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. No, I'm saying the bird watching is. But I suppose it doesn't have to be. It can be for kids too.
Yeah, like bird watching. It's like Pokemon Snap, but outside.
Yeah, but like there's more. There's so much more. It's like infinite Pokemon Snap. We went bird watching today, and we were like, why doesn't everyone do this? This is the best fun. But yeah.
Pokemon Snap Beyond Thunderdome.
That one, yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I am loving this group and this campaign. It's just so much fun and so silly, and I love it. Other than that, we will catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.